Captain Marvel movie with my dad when it was out.
I didn't even see it until my friend Matt actually gave me a digital copy of it, and the first time I was like, this actually is kind of interesting. And the second, third times I actually liked it more and more, and that's what made me a fan of Brie Larson. And every single time she opened her mouth and screwed up, I cringed because I felt like that she deserved better. And fortunately, when the Marvels came out, she did not say a freaking word.
It's like I watched the movie, but I mean I thought it was fine. I would rather watch that movie over say
The Last Jedi.
I watch that movie over that and like say that Doctor Strange movie that was about that girl that really nobody cared about at all.
Oh, Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness.
I'm sorry, but that movie is like, if it wasn't about the girl, I would have enjoyed
America
it
Chavez.
more, but I'm sorry,
America Chavez, that's her name.
Bro, is she? Bro, I'm sorry. I just found her to be a Mary Sue. Like, I'm sorry. I just did not give a single shit about her.
I bet you this would actually trigger Brandon quite a bit. I thought Doctor Strange 2 was alright. I understand the criticisms of it, but I'm more than willing to say that I thought it was okay. I recently heard about the older plans of Scarlet Witch not being the main villain, and instead of it being Nightmare. And I do admit that would have been a much better movie, but I still thought the movie we got was still alright.
It's like the movie, like I wouldn't say it was a bad movie. It was
just a disappointment.
Yeah, it's like I expected more out of this movie, considering how Doctor Strange is such a cool character. That means a shit ton to this whole lore thing. So it's like the fact that this movie isn't really about him. It's like mainly. Even though the movie
for a lot of
people
it was just for a lot of people it was just mainly WandaVision season 2, and the biggest problem is that not everyone had Disney Plus, so not a lot of people knew what the hell was going on in regards to Wanda and those two kids. And that was one of the biggest problems that a lot of people had with Phase 4 of the MCU, because the show's literally tied in directly with the movies. And again, not everyone owned Disney Plus. Compare that to Spider-Man No Way Home. That movie, it mainly depended on you watching all the other movies, but that was fine because everyone could get all the other Spider-Man movies easily on DVD and Blu-ray. Compare that with Doctor Strange 2, where you literally had to watch 8 episodes of WandaVision on Disney Plus, which again, not everyone has, to literally understand the movie. That, along with the first Doctor Strange. Exactly. Again, compare that with Spider-Man No Way Home. You just had to watch the previous 7 Spider-Man movies. From Spider-Man 1 all the way up to Far From Home. At least with Deadpool and Wolverine, they actually gave a small explanation of who the TVA are and what they did, and what they originally did, and what they do now. So you don't have so it's not 100% necessary to watch Loki. At least they actually did that. So I will say, I give Ryan Reynolds credit for that. And again, that film felt more like an actual Fox movie instead of a Disney Marvel movie. But I bet Brandon doesn't want to talk about that because it fits his argument.
Bro, just being a pussy then.
Yeah. I would like to see him try to deal with all of us.
Like, bro,
all that steam has literally gone to his fucking funnel.
Like, holy shit, bro! Like, I don't get it with some of these people. It's like, did they get dropped on their head at birth or something?
Exactly. That's probably what happened with him.
Probably, because like
I even point out to him that one of the reasons why I've been focusing mainly on classic Nickelodeon as well as Hi Hi Puffy on Mayumi, and even now a little bit Cuphead, courtesy of Damien obviously, it's because I've been so burned by Disney as of late. You barely even see anything Disney on my channel, even though my profile picture is literally of Anna and Elsa, but the only reason why is because Frozen was literally the reason why I named my channel McFrozen Nuggets.
Right.
But again, he just doesn't want to admit that because, again, it doesn't fit his argument.
It makes it right.
He just doesn't want to admit it. He literally just keeps throwing fake fan at me. I'm just simply like, you're just simply showing that you have no fucking argument. If he even tries to make a video on me, I'm just simply gonna be, go for it, dude. I could just make a response and actually call you out on it.
And the funny thing is that you know what? When you say he's just saying, you know, you're a fake fan, it's like I literally took a class last year and a unit was all about debating, just like this. And the group I was going up against was just saying the same stuff over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, I had to keep on telling like, yes, but what if, like, and I just say all of my stuff, and I had loads of reasons from my side. And the funny thing is, I ended up winning by a landslide because the other group just kept on saying the same shit over and over again.
Yeah. And plus, he even dragged his friend Spider Bro into it, which I'm like, yeah, that's not really being a good friend, dude. It was mainly between you and me. All I did was called you out. I didn't call you and your friend out. I called you out. And then you literally decided to go and throw a bitch fit about me in the comments. It literally got so bad that I ended up hiding him from my channel. And anyone else that tries to do that is gonna get hidden as well. Because I'm not having any of their shit anymore. Even Spider Bro just ended up giving up. He just simply said, you know what, you do you. And I'm like, that's all I wanted to hear from someone like him. Maybe Brandon should take his friend's advice. If anyone's the fake fan, it's him.
Yeah.
I even said to him, I dare you to bring that to Jeremy and Shaban from Geeks and Gamers. Go ahead, I dare you. And guess what? He refused to. And that's when I said, and Damien, you weren't here when I said this. I said, hey folks, did you hear that? He's chicken. He tries to say, I said fight smarter, not bigger. I'm like, fuck you. You're just showing how much of a chicken you are when you're going up against someone who literally has 400,000 subscribers. That's why you decided to go after me instead, because I'm much smaller and easier to get to.
Oh, he's wrong.
Yeah. All he did was make me even prouder of my personal opinions. That's literally all he did. If I'm a fake fan of Star Wars, then I would have denounced George Lucas. I never did. I've never denounced George Lucas because I respect the hell out of him for even giving us Star Wars in the first place. And again, he also tried to say that Lucas backtracked on his work regarding the Clone Wars. I'm like, he literally had that in place since Revenge of the Sith came out. Because the Clone Wars is literally too big just to tell all in one movie. And that's why he came up with the TV series. And again, who he hired to execute his ideas? Dave fucking Filoni. Am I more than willing to admit that he's become a lot less popular these days? Yeah, I'm more than willing to admit that. But when the Clone Wars was coming out, and the ideas that were executed, I loved them. I would be more than willing to actually go back and rewatch the Clone Wars series just to spite him. I'm just gonna simply say, hey, Brandon, I'm watching the Clone Wars again. So much for being a fake fan, bitch. I'm doing it just simply to spite you. Because you're a pussy. That's all that he is, and that's all he ever will be. I even point out to him that when The Acolyte came out, I instead watched Jimmy Neutron. That was my middle finger to The Acolyte, and as my middle finger to Agatha all along, you guys already know this, I've been watching House of Anubis. I just finished Season 1 yesterday. I'm going to plan on starting up Season 2 very soon.
Yeah. For any of you, like, I don't know if all of you know what exactly the fallacy he is doing. He's doing the not true Scotsman fallacy.
Yeah. I haven't quoted VeggieTales a few times. I literally quoted one of the Bible verses from the show, namely from Are You My Neighbor, saying, "Love your neighbor as yourself," Leviticus 19:18. And him trying to claim that he never lied about me when he clearly did, I just simply said, "The truth will set you free," John 8:32b. He's literally, and I say, he's literally sitting on a throne of lies regarding me. What's even crazier is that 2 other shows alongside VeggieTales actually taught kids about lying. Being one of your favorites, Nate, Wow Wow Wubsy, the episode Wubsy Tells a Whopper, and then Girl of Steel from My Life as a Teenage Robot.
This is literally where you got the you sit on a throne of lies.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was quoting, dude. That's exactly what I was quoting.
You know what I'd say to him for doing that? If we did that?
What?
Checkmate.
Check fucking mate. And of course, as you also saw in the post that I originally posted, I obviously showed, Kellen, I think you have that meme, share it. The one I share in my community post.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, it is obviously from Cuphead. Yeah, again, to quote Cuphead, Brandon, you're a piece of white! That's all he is, and that's how all he ever will be.
And this is what I would think what you would do with him. Tie him to a rocket, and he'd be like, "Ah, nuts."
And this is just him blabbering his mouth.
Yeah.
Dude, how long did it take for somebody to do that?
It's from
Oh,
a
and by the
video
way,
of, like,
and also don't
scouting
forget-
something heavy, and it's just sped up.
And also, don't forget, this is what he's doing. This is what we wanted him to do. And he'd be like, "Did you just tell me to shut up?" Yes!
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
And of course, from Deadpool.
Unless you want to take a deep breath through your fucking forehead, I suggest you reconsider.
Yep.
He's